My name is Mello.
Kaina.
Boy, Illinois.
There's Money.
Kenya.
We are Sidewalk Shop.
My name is Lily Kay, and this is what Chicago.
Chicago.
And this is what Chicago sounds like. As a member of the creative and music community in Chicago, I'd say living here is really exciting.
There's a lot of rich culture and history.
If you just open your eyes and your ears, you can constantly be inspired.
The people are the best part, and the part that always makes me want to stay.
There's a real special sense of community here in the creative scene.
You know, everybody pushes each other to be better.
And so one thing about that is that you have to really make a lot of noise, and you have to bring your A game every time you're out on the scene.
So it's not an easy city to just be in and doing your thing. You have to kind of prove yourself, and that's also great.
It feels like the older I get that I just realize, how important this place is, and not just to, my art and my story, but just to so many other people.
I grew up with my father taking me to Lower Wacker feeding the homeless, and I like to give back.
One of my passions is young people in Chicago and making sure that they also get to live some of the opportunities that I've gotten to.
I love working with younger people. I love going into the studio and giving advice.
With the newer generation of Chicago creatives, we've been slowly changing the narrative.
We have the best visual artists, we have the best musicians, we have the best everything here. And I just really love that there's a whole independent radio station that supports the art scene in Chicago.
Vocalo Radio is consistently putting a lot of Chicago musicians on a platform where their voices can be heard.
You're gonna see them at an art show, you're gonna see them at an event. They're gonna show you love, they have a pulse on what's happening.
It's so beautiful to see a radio station that really does sound like that city.
They take the time to talk to their community. They take the time to talk to people that are not necessarily seen all the time.
I turned it on recently and I was like, wait a second, is that Kaina? Like, these are my friends and the people that I know and the people that I support, and I get to hear them on the radio, and I think that's a huge deal.
That's not a thing that a lot of people get to experience with other radio stations.
And especially women artists. I feel like Vocalo supports so many women in the Chicago scene, and I'm really honored that I get to be a part of that.
You're letting people who are in the process of becoming who they are as artists, you're letting them know that there's like a whole space for them. And I think that Vocalo is vital to giving young people in Chicago a voice.